Elevated levels of PFAS have also been found in some of the area's wildlife, likely the result of drinking from contaminated creeks and streams. And much of that contaminated water empties directly into the bay, which the city uses for its drinking water supply.
We got deer that are probably consuming contaminated water. We have ducks and geese, and then I mentioned fish out in the bay. So there's a whole lot of wildlife concerns about this contamination. It's not only humans, it's the environment and human health. It's both.
But the problems don't end at the city limits. Many farms outside of Marinette use treated sludge from the city's wastewater treatment plant to fertilize their crops. Test results taken after 2017 showed much of the sludge they'd been using contained PFAS, and there's new concern that many of the crops grown here contain PFAS as well.
It's scary. It's scary. It's like we're at the tip of the iceberg here.
The calls for accountability in northeastern Wisconsin continue to grow. Neighbors have been showing up by the hundreds, urging the state to crack down on PFAS. Among other things, they want state standards to regulate the chemicals, and there's new hope that might happen. For the first time in 10 years, the Wisconsin Department of Health changed its standards to more aggressively combat the amount of PFAS allowed in the groundwater. And in the first year of his administration, Governor Tony Evers has emerged as a leader in tackling the crisis. Working with Democrats in the state legislature, Evers proposed one of the most comprehensive PFAS bills in the nation and issued an executive order creating a state council to address the chemicals. But there are still many looming questions. Chief among them, how severely will exposure to PFAS affect health in the long run? Health experts say it's still too early to answer that question.
What happens? What do we have to wait? Ugh, don't even get me going. Do you have to wait for 20 years to see the consequences to your kids?
It's almost certain the so-called forever chemicals will remain in the environment here as an ugly scar for years to come.
In some of these places, it will be quite a long time before the environment gets restored.
And are we talking months, years, decades?
At least probably decades, yes.
Despite the danger, many who live here say they're not going anywhere, and they're adamant that the way this crisis is handled will set the tone for the future.
We have PFAS problems all over this state. This just happens to be the worst one and the one which is setting the standard for how we're going to treat every other PFAS problem.
For Clean Wisconsin, I'm Oliver Redstein.